Hi beauties, I'm Emily and welcome to Sequential Body. This is our third class in the Emergence of Ourself series, where we take a deep dive into the yoga koshas as a way to truly connect to our spirit, to our being, which we call the Atman. Now there are 5 sheaths to the body. The first sheath that we talked about was the Annamaya kosha, which is just our physical form. So the skeleton, our tissues, how we move in this and interact with the world around us. And then we started to move a little bit deeper into the physiology of the body, known as the Pranamaya kosha. And that's the life force within. You can think of it as your autonomic nervous system. And now we're moving into that third layer or sheath, which is the Manomaya kosha body, and this is the mind, the manas. And what I love to talk about when we're getting into this is that the mind plays such an important role on our overall well-being. And that's why I truly love the science of the yoga practice. It's that we look at wellness from the deepest parts of ourselves, and the mind plays such a vital role on how we feel physically, mentally, emotionally, as well as energetically. So the mind, manas, has to do with our emotions, feelings, what we get caught up in, judgments of ourselves, how we talk to ourselves, which in the yoga practice, these habits are called samskaras. And a lot of times what we're trying to do as we get on the mat is to take ourselves from this place where we're focused on the asana or the posturing itself and moving into a space where we're trying to understand what the mind is doing or where it's going at any given moment. In yoga, we often call the mind, the manas, the monkey mind. It's hopping around, going from thought to thought, and can't really settle and calm down. But when we can go in and start to understand where these thought patterns are coming from, we can also start to see that oftentimes our thoughts are wrapped around the lineage of our life, where we come from, the dogma or constructs we've been told are right or wrong. And oftentimes we can see that our emotions are really based on the critical assumptions of what society has told us we should be thinking instead of what we internally, naturally allow our minds to think about. So for today's class, we're going to start to get into the mind and truly see, is it positive? Is it negative? Is it giving us right information about ourselves, about the world around us, and how we can actually live and embody our one and only beautiful life? So let's begin. I'm sitting on a block today as a way to give me a little more lift. And as I root down onto the block with my sitting bones, I'm lengthening up through the spine so I can take in all the breath, all the awareness. If you're feeling a little uneasy today, take your hands and place the palms down in a grounded way. And if you're feeling super energetic and want even more energy and to really draw that energy in, flip your hands up in a receiving position. But once you find your comfortable seat and the position that's right for you, let's close the eyes and start to just tune in. And I love the idea of closing the eyes because it immediately shuts off the outside and gives us a moment to notice how we feel underneath our skin. With the eyes closed right away, notice the thoughts floating around in your brain without trying to change them or shift them, and truly without analyzing them, just become the witness. And becoming the witness is the key to the yoga practice. Because when we can just see what's coming up for us, physically, mentally, emotionally, we can start to shift things to truly uplift and elevate our spirit. Let's begin by taking a smooth breath in. Open through the mouth, let it out. And again, take a smooth breath in. Let it out. One more round. Take a smooth breath in, and at the top of the inhalation, we're going to pause for a moment, holding the breath, lifting up through the spine, opening the mouth and letting it out. With the eyes closed, I'd like you to join the hands in Anjali Mudra, so a prayer position at the heart, and rub the palms very gently. So creating a little warmth, a little heat. In a moment, we're going to take these palms and cover our eyes so that we can truly witness what's going on inside and the emotions that we're feeling today, what we're arriving with on the mat. And it's really important that every time we come into a physical practice, we take a moment to pause and tap into this. Our emotions affect our well-being throughout the day. They have a greater play with how our mind thinks, and regulating our emotions is everything. So take those hands, now that they're nice and warm, and place them over the eyes, making sure that you block out the light. Recognizing that within us all is the darkness, our shadow, the places that we don't really like. Start to pull the hands away gently from the eyes as you allow the inner light to start to shine. Bringing it to the forefront of the brain for your practice today. And then open the palms with me. Open your eyes. So what a blessing to be with ourselves and to be with our minds. And then toss it up to the sky. Arms are going to go wide to the side, and fingertips will come down next to the side hips. And we're going to do that again. Inhale, arms go up to the sky. Look up with your gaze, and then make that prayer. Tap the thumb to the third eye, draw it into the heart, and bow in this space. Again, inhale, take it up to the sky. Let the arms go wide and fingertips just trickle down next to the sides. And then inhale, toss those arms to the sky. Gaze up with me. You're going to take the thumbs and tap the third eye as you draw it all the way down into the heart space, beauties. One more time, inhale, sweep it up. Let the arms go wide. Let your breath start to just breathe your body open. And then inhale, sweep those arms out to the side. Gaze up and pull the hands down to the heart. Now we're going to lift up. Inhale, splash it up to the sky. Arms go wide. And I want you to bow down to the mat. Arms behind you as you tap your third eye to the ground. Reverse it. Inhale, arms go up to the sky. Take it high with me. Cross your right arm on top of the left and eagle bind your arms right away, lifting your chest to the sky, and then swirl it around to the right, getting into the side body, getting into the sides of the spine, and just feeling what comes up for you as you start to move, as you start to groove into your body. And then inhale, come on up with me, pause, breathe, lift your chest up nice and high. Oh yes. And then from here, sit right back down. And I want you to take your left hand and push it towards the right and stay for a moment. Breathe. Getting a nice rotator cuff stretch on that right shoulder blade. Whew, feel into that. We're going to drop the right hand down as we undo these eagle arms and toss our left arm up to the sky, finding a beautiful side bend. So pause and breathe and just take it in. Again, notice how you're feeling and what emotions are coming up at the surface of the skin. And then we're going to inhale and let that arm fall down. Sweep both arms back up to the sky. Lift your chest up high. Pull the thumbs to the third eye, down to the belly and ribs. Inhale, toss it up with me. Arms go out wide. We're coming down and tapping the third eye to the ground as the arms sweep back. And then inhale, sweep the arms to the sky. As you come up high, wrap your left arm on top of the right and start to circle around into that second side. So I really love Eagle in the yoga practice, the pose Garuda, because it enables us to really focus in on what we feel in the present moment. And each time we come on our mat, that's what we're trying to do. In the beginning of our yoga practice, we're just feeling out the physical form, but then the mind starts to come into play. What are we thinking as we practice yoga? And then sink back down, so sitting bones to the block or heels, and then press that right hand into the left and give yourself a little rotator cuff stretch on that second shoulder blade. And then left hand is going to fall down to the side. We sweep the right arm up and find some elongation through the side waist. So our emotional body, our emotional state, how we judge ourselves based on the constructs of our own society and reality. Inhale, let that right arm come down and sweep the arms to the sky, so super high. And then one more time, tapping the thumb to the third eye, so that inner wisdom and light, and pull it into the heart. I'm going to turn to the side. We're coming onto all fours. I'm keeping the block in between my ankles for this. And inhale, finding a cow right away. Shaking the hips side to side. Exhale, cat, round your back. Drop down towards a child's pose, just tapping your buttocks to the block or the heels. And then again, inhale, slide it up with me. Find that beautiful position through the spine as you open through the heart space. And then exhale, pull up through the belly and ribs and go the opposite way as you push into the hands, opening through the shoulder blades. One more time, inhaling, pull the heart forward and up for me. Breathe. And then exhale, release all that breath, press into the hands and drop it back, beauties. Adding on, inhale, sliding the heart forward and through. Keep the legs where they are. Send the chest forward, bend the elbows, and melt yourself slowly to the ground. Keep your hands to the ground and float up through the feet. And if you've got that block, now you're really working that lower body. And then float your hands up and just stay. Noticing what comes up right away. Feeling into the legs. And then dropping the hands down. Take your left forearm to the top of your mat so it can be in line with the small side of the mat, and then roll onto your outer left hip. I've got the block, my right hand's down, and you're going to inhale and squeeze and lift the block off the ground. So now activating your legs. Drop it down nice and slow, and then lift it back up for 2. 2 more times, dropping it down nice and slow, squeezing through the belly, lift for 3. And then one more time, lowering it down nice and slow. Lift for 4, maybe add that top hand and really find the balance from your core, from the center of your being. Right forearm's going to come down to the ground as we spin back onto the belly. Try not to drop that block. Tuck your toes at the back of the mat. Lift your knees so you start to activate those legs for me. Left hand underneath the left shoulder blade. Right hand underneath the right shoulder blade. Pull your chest forward and up, and then press into a plank pose. Squeeze through the middle and hold. Now stay. Notice where you want to run away. Notice where things are heavy on those hands, those feet, and then instead of moving out of the pose, see if you can notice what comes up mentally and have a moment in it. And then knees can come back down. Lower your chest right back down. Take your hands off the ground and float up through the feet. Pause for a moment, breathe. Get acquainted with the back line of the body. We're going to move it to that second side. So my right forearm comes to the short end of the mat. Use your left hand to roll onto that right hip. Take a smooth breath in and float those legs up right away. And then lower them down nice and slow. 3 more. Inhale, picking up through the feet, squeezing the thighs, energetically pulling back through the belly. Lower down nice and slow. 2 more times. Lift it up for me. Breathe. Feel that whole side body come alive. Load it. Lower down slow. 1 more. Lift it up. Stay. Maybe add your hand towards the feet right away. So finding and practicing more balance. We're going to come back onto the belly. Left forearm comes down, and then pause. Keep the squeeze of the block. Lift your chest up high. This time, right forearm to the right, left forearm to the left side. Tuck your toes. Forearm plank pose. Pull up through the middle. Again, instead of running away, notice the sensations. Notice the mental space, and stay. See if you can push past that place of adversity to a place where you just acknowledge your inner strength, your inner light, and how doing stuff like this strengthens the mind. And then lowering down, super duper slow. Untuck your toes, lift your chest up high. You're going to roll down, bring the hands underneath the shoulder heads, tuck the toes, and one more time, you can use your knees, but press into a plank and hold it for me, feeling the whole body light up from the inside out. So you feel the Annamaya Kosha body. And then notice your breath, it picks up with the heartbeat. There's the Pranamaya Kosha body. And then notice the mind, the Manamaya Kosha body, and just feel into this. All those koshas giving you feedback. Take it back, downward facing dog. As you come into downward facing dog, I want you to pause and breathe. Keep the block for a moment, drop your head, close your eyes. Feeling into the back line, feeling into the spine, and letting those emotions come up. We're going to walk the hands back just about 2 to 3 palm prints. So you're really standing on your legs, and then right hand, left ankle. Find a gentle twist. Breathe. Notice the sensations. Right hand comes down, we'll take it to the second side. Left hand, right ankle, breathe. This twist doesn't have to be big. Let it just feel good for you, beauties. And then left hand will come down. We're going to cruise those hands all the way back to the feet. So the back of the mat. Keep a nice juicy bend to the knees. Come onto the fingertips and ripple the chest forward like a cat and cow into Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, lower down. One more time. Inhale, rippling the chest forward, elongating through the spine. And exhale, forward fold. We're going to sweep those arms. Let's come up to stand and take the arms to the side. So go really wide. You're at home. You've got the space to do it. And then right elbow on top of the left. Eagle bind those arms for me. Bend your knees and come into an Utkatasana with some distance in between those feet. So stay. Take your gaze towards your forearms for me. And breathe. Again, noticing the first kosha, the body. Noticing the second kosha, the breath. And then notice your mind and what it's saying in a pose like this. Sink down a little bit more. Squeeze in through the outer ankle bones. And then take the elbows towards the knees. Forward fold, sweep the arms behind your back. Right fingertips on top of the left. Drag the arms over your head. Soften for a moment. We're going to do that one more time to the left side. So pressing through the feet, bending in the knees. Inhale, sweep the arms, come up to stand. Left elbow on top of the right. Lift your chest. And then bending the knees, come into that Utkatasana. As you go, focus your gaze immediately. Stay. Instead of running away, go into the challenge today and notice the koshas. And then start to pull the elbows towards the knees. Start to forward fold over your body one more time. Hands behind your back. Left fingertips on top of the right or opposite hand. And draw the arms overhead. Arms will sweep down. Wide to the sides. We come up to stand. Knees are bent. Look up. See the hands. Tap the thumbs to the third eye. And draw the hands to the heart as you take a little bow to yourself. Dropping the arms, close the eyes and breathe. Staying steady, rooted, and finding a way to reframe our practice so we see the divine within. Our own true wisdom. Opening the eyes, inhale, arms to the sky. We're going to tap the hands overhead and then draw all the way down the midline and forward fold over our legs. On an inhalation, lengthen your chest and then walk it out to your downward facing dog. Keep the block if you can. So it's such a good way to focus the mind right away on something in our practice. On an inhalation, let's ripple forward into a nice strong plank and set ourselves up. Now we're going to take that plank, roll to the outer left ankle with me, take the right arm up and see if you can find the balance. So that in itself is going to be super duper challenging. I'm squeezing the block with those inner upper thighs and ankles. Right hand comes down, spin it back into plank without losing the block today, and then spin it right away to the second side. Feeling the challenge, guys. So challenging ourselves can be great for the mind. It sparks it up and shows it where it's constricted. And then left hand comes down, spin back into plank. We're going to lower down halfway. Use the knees if you need, and then press right back up to plank. Downward facing dog, beauties. Try not to lose that block. Inhale, gaze to the top of the mat, lift your heels high, and then tippy toe the toes with the block. So I squeeze, squeeze, squeeze through my inner upper thighs and walk the block behind my ankles. So that might mean bending your elbows a lot. Drop the feet, inhale, lengthen your chest. Exhale, forward fold, drop your head. And sweeping the arms, rise up to stand. Stay, breathe. Right elbow on top of the left, bend your knees, Utkatasana. So I get really nice and low and I go into this place where I'm challenging myself today. And then forward fold over the legs with your eagle arms, dropping your forehead to your forearms. Left hand comes down, right arm to the sky, twist it out. Right hand comes down, pause and breathe, you forward fold, and then sweep the arms one more time, rise up to standing. Left elbow on top of the right, we sink right back down into that Utkatasana, focusing it. Noticing the challenge of getting into the legs and not running away from the sensation of it. And then forward fold over the legs, but keep your eagle arms as you drop your forehead to your forearms. Right hand comes down, left arm goes up, twist it out. So notice all these nice forward folds in the beginning of class to open the back line of the body. Left arm comes down to the ground. Pause for a moment, really fold it. And then bend your knees. Utkatasana right here. Fingertips to the ground. Stay. Take the arms forward and up right away. Focus your eyes, focus your gaze. Feel the physical form. Feel the breath. Feel the heartbeat as things start to heat up internally in your body. And then notice what happens with the mind and where it goes when we find a very strong, significant hold. What's it say? What's the emotions rippling at the surface of the skin today? Press up to stand. Come on up. See the hands and pull it into the heart. Open the hands to the side. Let it go. We're going to do some sun salutes. So inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, lengthen the chest with me. Take the block with you if you can. Hands go down and hop to chaturanga now. Curl over the toes. See if you can keep the block for your upward facing dog. A little challenge there. And then curl over the toes. Downward facing dog. Gazing forward towards the hands, lift the heels high. Do the same thing. Bend your knees so you can tippy toe or hop this time with the block. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Sweep the arms, rise up to stand. We're going to gaze up and see the hands and pull the hands to the heart for Samastitihi, resetting the body and mind. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, forward fold. Keep the block. Inhale, lengthen your chest. Step float or hop if you can. Chaturanga right away. Curling over the toes for an upward facing dog, pushing the earth away, activating the legs. Exhale, downward facing dog. So you give your mind something to chew on right away in the practice. Gazing towards the hands, lift the heels high. Bend your knees, step float or hop with the block. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhaling, forward fold. Sweep the arms, rise up to stand. See your hands, pull the hands to the heart. Practice this patience of dropping in. One more time, inhale, arms sweep up. And notice what's coming up. Exhale. Underneath the layer of the skin, inhale, lengthen the chest. All these emotions. Hands come down, step float, hop it back, curling over the toes for an upward facing dog. Exhaling back into our downward facing dog. Now drop the block. Let it go. Keep your left foot where it is. Take your right leg up, bend the knee and open the hip. Sink your left heel down at the same time. Try practicing this. And then pull the right knee to the nose and step it in between your hands. Right arm up. Ooh, big twist. You're going to stay on the left toes, right elbow on top of the left as you come up into your first crescent pose, catching the balance. Sink into the legs. Pull the elbows up and try to make a back bend if you can. On the exhale, forward fold, elbows towards the right knee. Sweep the arms back and bow into your body. Fingertips come down to the ground. Straighten your right leg out and find a pyramid. Just getting a nice, delicious stretch to the back of the leg. Bend your right knee, pull your heart forward for me, and then step your left foot hips distance from the right at the top of the mat. Inhale, elongate your spine. Exhale, forward fold, and let it go. Right leg lunges all the way back, so see if you can find the outside of that block. Plant your hands, left leg, downward facing dog. Ripple forward into a plank, lower down halfway, curling over the toes, upward facing dog. Here you go, you got your vinyasas today. Downward facing dog. Keep your right foot where it is, drop the block, left leg up, bend the knee, open the hip, sink your right heel down at the same time so you get a stretch through those inner upper thighs. We're going to pull that left knee to the nose, step it in between the hands and take the left arm up for a twist. Now stay on those back right toes, crescent pose, left elbow on top of the right, we rise to stand and find the balance. Stay, can you arc your heart up right away and feel into the stretch? And then super slow, bring the elbows down towards that knee, sweep your arms back with me. Fingertips come down, pull the hips back so much you can lengthen your left leg out and find that forward fold again. So this is our pyramid. Bend your left knee, pull the heart forward. Right foot, hips distance from the left. Inhale, elongate your chest. Exhale, forward fold, let it go. You're gonna sweep the arms and rise up to stand. Look up, see the hands, stay. Balancing on your left foot right away. Right leg up into the chest. Oh, there it is. Turn the knee to the side, find a tree position. Use your hands if you are having a hard time with your balance. Focus your eyes, soften your face. In fact, feel how the whole body has to come into play with your mind, trying to find the balance. Right knee comes forward with me. And then pull it back into the belly. Put the right foot down, anchor it into the ground, and press off to draw the left leg up and in. Externally rotate it and find your tree position, staying steady. So these practices we're doing are really about trying to understand what we're trying to do every time we come on our mat. Getting to know ourselves, looking deep within. Turn that left knee forward, pull it up into the belly with me, and then left foot comes down, bend your knees, Utkatasana. Sweep the arms back and find your tippy toes this time, playing with that balance. Hands come down because you get so low, you hop it back, chaturanga pose. Inhale, curl over the toes. Downward facing dog. Now leave your block at the back. You can push it out of the way just a bit. But take your right leg up one more time, bend the knee, open the hip. Pull the knee to the nose, step it towards the right, right arm comes up, find your twist, yes. And then eagle bind as you fly up into a crescent. Press into the feet, arc your chest open with me. Exhale, elbow towards the knees, arms sweep back. Mirror 3, you take off ever so gently. tipping into that balance. Notice where your eyes focus. Arms sweep up and we spin into a beautiful skater skandasana on the left. Now we're going to pivot around right away. Grab that block today and find a half moon as we open. In that half moon position, breathe. Pick up through the belly, spread those legs wide with me. And then right arm's going to come down towards the ground. Pull that right knee to the nose at the back of the mat. Lunge your right leg all the way back. And straighten the legs into a pyramid. Forward fold. Walk your hands inside that left leg and do a wide-legged forward fold down the midline for just a moment. Dropping your head, settling your gaze, your eyes, or even closing them. And then walk it towards your front right leg with me. Stay in the lunge, spin your left heel down to the ground. Bend your right knee, breathe into that. And then spin that left heel up, lower the left knee down, and sink into the hips. So really working into those legs as much as we can, taking a moment to feel the emotions tied around them. And then from here, as we start to lift the chest, straighten that right leg, pause and breathe. Take it back, bow to the knee, stretching into the calf and hamstring. Rebend your right leg, tuck your left toes, standing split, tilt right into it. And then left knee, take it behind the right. Cross it outside to the right and walk your hands over to the right side just a bit. They might float off the ground if you're really tight in the sides of the spine, and that's okay. Take your left hand down, right arm up right away. And then bind it underneath the left. Eagle the arms, press into the feet, rise up to standing. So right leg, the front leg, is going to lift towards the chest. Bend your left knee and see if you can wrap it into an eagle. Super steadily finding that balance. And this is not easy. This is one where we really have to go in and notice the mind, notice the balance, notice the physical form. We're going to take it back to a curtsy snap. So inhale, start to lift the chest high. Pull through the thigh, sweep it behind the left. Arms sweep back, snap it out. Hands come down, right leg goes back. And let's go immediately to the second side. So left leg high. Bend the knee, open it to the side. Pull the left knee to the nose, step it in between your hands, left arm up, big twist, and then eagle wrap it underneath the right as you come up into your crescent. Find your balance. Tricky transitions. Lift your chest up high. Stay, hug in through that left hip, and then exhale, start to bow over the leg. Sweep your arms back and take off into a Vira 3, finding your balance. Notice the mind, notice the gaze. Left knee bends, inhale, arms sweep up. We take it into a skater skandasana on the right. Feel those inner upper thighs. And then pivoting around to the back, there's that block for your half moon again. Open it wide. Taking a moment to feel the body come alive. And the left hand's going to come down at the back as we pull the knee to the nose and start to prepare for a little bit more. Draw it in. Lunge it back. Pyramid. Straighten through the right. So we drop in. Notice the spine. Noticing what's coming alive in the body and our thoughts as well when we start to work deep like this. Right hand walks inside, spin it around, forward fold. Drop the head, close the eyes, shake out any bad thoughts, negative thoughts, thoughts that really don't pertain to you, thoughts that don't help serve the world around you. And then walk to the left. So you spin back to the front of the mat, but spin your right heel down so you can really feel into the groin. We're getting into those legs. And then spin that right heel high, pause and breathe. Lower down through your right knee and sink. Just sink. The body have a moment to take this in. Not running away from the sensation, but digging in. Dig in all the time. Go for it. That's when you start to push the boundaries down. Self-realization. Pull it back. You've got that little Hanuman. You're opening those legs for what's going to be that standing split in just a moment. I love practices like this, where they're super focused on something more than the poses, but what we're really getting out of yoga itself. The purpose. Bend your left knee. Pull your heart forward with me. Tuck your right toes. Standing split. Now we're hooking the right knee behind the left and stepping it outside that foot to the left. Stay. Walk your fingertips to the left right away. Notice your hands might just dangle on the earth if you're tight, and that's fine. We're going to find that gentle twist, so right hand down, left arm to the sky. And again, it might be off the ground, but that's okay. Squeeze your inner upper thighs. And then we take that left hand, bind it underneath the right. Eagle bind the arms again. Come up to stand. Tricky transition. Stay. I balance the foot on the right leg. Draw the left leg up into the chest. And then bend both knees and wrap ever so tightly into that eagle position. Notice it. So all this movement for you to settle and stay and let the body not fidget, but most importantly, the mind. Stop the thoughts and focus. This is what builds concentration. And we're rising up, left foot behind the right. Curtsy, add a snap if you'd like. Hands come down. Left leg lunges back, followed by the right into your downward facing dog. Take a smooth breath in and exhale, let it out. Glide into a plank. Lower down halfway. Curl over the toes. Give me a big upward facing dog. And then lower your pelvis to the ground and melt yourself all the way down. Left forearm to the top of the mat. Spin onto that outer left hip. Kick your right leg up and stretch those inner thighs. Feel into that for a moment. Notice what it feels like. And then bend your right knee. Boop. Grab that outer ankle bone with your right hand. Come back onto your belly nice and slow. Pull the heel in and forward fold down to the ground. Dropping your head and stretching it out. Nice little quad stretch right there. Right forearm underneath the left. Boop, boop. We travel to the second side. So right away I come onto the right hip, kick my left leg to the sky and stretch into those inner upper thighs. Taking a moment to just pause and feel it out. And then bending at that left knee, grab the outer ankle, boop. Come back onto your belly super slowly, right? I'm not dropping myself. And then pull that heel down and stretch that opposite leg out. Notice the breath. Can you slow it down? Tuning into the rhythm of the heart again. And then release that left leg for me. Left forearm comes forward. Right forearm comes forward. Parallel with the long ends of the mat. I'm scooting back just a bit. Inhale, lift your chest. Forearm plank. Pull up through the midline right away. Walk it into a dolphin. Separate your feet, hips distance from me, and bend your knees so you can push your upper body through the space of your armpits. Stay for a moment. I know that this can be a very uncomfortable sensation, but a really good one for making space. And then lowering the knees down. Stay on the forearms, untuck your toes, inhale, find a baby cow, and then push the earth away into your child's pose, dropping the forehead down and letting it all go. Let's slide the hands towards the knees so we can come up ever so gently and toss those arms to the sky. Right elbow on top of the left. Hug yourself this time, bowing in to your body. And then eagle wrap those arms as you lift your chest up high. Pressing down through the shins. Come on up. Notice the sensations. Take it over to the right, like the beginning of class. Swirling down and around to let things out. Feeling into it. We're going to do one more little swirl and then we're going to pause at the top. Stay. Breathe into that. Oh yeah. Right arm. Take it back towards that right leg and find a nice little back bend. So this should feel quite nice. On the front of the spine, opening through the chest, working into those shoulders. Left arm comes up to the sky. Bring the hand down to the ground, right arm high. Take it underneath the left, threading today. Drop onto the right cheek. Take your left arm up right away and wrap it behind your back. You might hear my kitten in the background. He's coming home from a walk. Hi, baby. Left arm goes up, pause and breathe. Bring the left hand down. Push through the left hand. Right arm up right away. Right hand comes down to the ground. Inhale, find that cow. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high to the sky. Bend the knee, open the hip. Knee to the nose, step it forward. Right arm up, there's that twist. Right in to our crescent. Elbow towards the knee, sweep the arms back, take off, find your Vira 3. Left toes go back, inhale, arms to the sky, skater, skandasana on the left side. Spin it around, find your half moon. Left hand down, right arm up. Right hand comes down, right knee to the nose, squeeze it in, and then lunge it back to your pyramid pose. But grab the block and put it outside your left foot now. Spin your right heel down and squeeze the left hip back. So we're setting up. Inhale, sweep your arms and rise to stand. Right elbow on top of the left. Breathe with me. Push into the feet, lift your chest. Exhale, come halfway down over that straight left leg. Stay. Right hand to the block. Left arm up right away. So I twist it out. Now can you keep pulling that left hip back? Can you gaze up from your mind and see that left hand, following it up to the sky and feeling the strength of your legs? And then looking down, bend your left knee. Glide the block forward, twisted half moon. Take off when you're ready. Point your right toes back. Keep using your chest to force yourself forward and up. Right knee behind the left. We're gonna lower down super duper slow onto our sitting bones and find a twist. Right elbow outside the knee as we turn it back, beauties. And then I'm keeping that left knee on top, gaze forward, unwind to the second side. Let's stack those knees. Stay where you're at. Pull the heels towards the booty so you can use your hands to adjust it. Drop both sitting bones down. Inhale, arms to the sky. Gaze up. Pull the thumbs to the third eye and forward fold over the legs now. Drop the hands. Keep things soft. So in this moment, we're just trying to dive in, tap in. Notice what we've been working on. What we've been working on is so deep. All these layers to ourself. Not just the body, but the internal being. And we don't take a lot of time to truly take care of our souls, right? We have all these routines for keeping ourselves aesthetically beautiful, physically moving, but we forget about our soul and what's really calling us, and how to nourish it, how to love it, how to protect it, how to take care of it. And we're going to inhale and lift your chest. Exhale, come on up. We're going to spin it around. So keep going to the right and just do a wide-legged forward fold as you pull yourself up and bow down. Heel to those feet together for me. Inhale, lengthen your chest and walk it back into your downward facing dog position. Left leg goes up, bend the knee, open the hip. Pull the knee to the nose, step it forward in between the hands, left arm up, find the twist. Left arm underneath the right or on top, pardon, and lift your chest and gaze up with your spine. Pull the elbows down and in, lean forward and take off to your final VR3. Finding the steadiness, finding the balance, playing around with it. And then right toes will go back. We inhale the arms up to find that Skandasana or skater to the right. Pivoting around, we've got our Ardha Chandrasana one more time. Opening everything wide and feeling ourselves out. And then left hand will come down as we pull the left knee to the nose. We're stepping it back to that pyramid pose, but we're pausing and spinning that heel down. Hello, little ant. Take the block outside that right leg. Have a little critter helping me out. Push into the feet. We're going to come up, same thing. Inhale, arms to the sky, but left elbow on top of the right. Lift your chest. Press into the feet, open through the heart with me. And then as we lower down halfway, we squeeze up through the belly. We stay connected. Left hand to the block, right arm to the sky. Twist it out to that second side and notice the difference from side to side. That's such an important part of getting to know ourselves. It's understanding that these differences are also what make us human. Keep pulling that right hip back, pressing through the legs, and taking your chest forward as much as you can. Gaze down, block comes forward with me, bend your right knee, and then lift up into your twisted half moon when you're ready. See how much space you can find, even though you're twisted this time. Left knee behind the right. We're going to sit it down to the ground. So very slowly take your sitting bones down. Keep your right foot where it is. Right fingertips back. Inhale, arm comes up, and we take a twist. The twist is such a good thing for the body. Twists help us to declog, declutter, often related to the mind itself. Gaze forward with me, stay. We're going to stack. So knee to knee, heel to butt, ground through your sitting bones, stay, stay, stay. Inhale, arms go up. Pull the thumbs to the third eye and forward fold. A leaf. Drop in. So for me, practicing and letting go is a constant. My yoga practice has taught me that. That life itself, well, gives you a lot of rules and can make you incredibly rigid. But there's something to being a free spirit. Taking the risk, doing things a different way, seeing things from your own mind, using discernment, and building your intellect so that in order to go with the flow, you let go of the constraints. You let go of the stories that have been placed in our brain from society. And in doing so, you start to really release judgment, assumption, all the things that lead to not being healthy, that jeopardize our well-being. Inhale to lift it up nice and slow. Exhale, let it go. Take it to the left. Unwind. Big forward fold over your thighs. Lengthen your chest with me. Walk it out. A little down dog. Legs are wide. Maybe even take them off your mat this time and just feel something new underneath your feet. And then gliding into a plank, we're going to lower down all the way. Lift up through the feet and the hands. Bend the knees. Reach back if you can. And press the legs up to the ceiling. Pausing for a moment to feel that out. And then lowering yourself down to the ground. Take the hands underneath your shoulders and press it back into that child's pose to let it go. Hands glide to the knees. We're going to come up, left elbow on top of the right. Bind, swirl it around to that left side to end with just a little more back bending. Bringing this practice full circle. So, full circle for you. What's that like? In fact, comment below. Inhale, arms to the sky, stay. Left hand reaches back, grab that left ankle right away. Toss your right arm up. Breathing into the front line of the body. Right arm comes up, hand comes down, left arm to the sky, twist it out, thread it underneath the right. Find that space through the chest today, right arm behind your back. Amazing. Right arm comes up, hand comes down, press the earth away, inhale, fly your left arm up. Set it down. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Round your back. Take your hands to your hips. Come on up for your final back bend. Ooh, yes, we are ready for it. Push the pelvis forward for me. Slide the hands back to the ankles if you're feeling ready, and open your chest to the sky. Nothing fancy. Going for this incredible burst of energy and light through the heart as you receive the beautiful wisdom of your practice. And then reverse it, chin to the throat, hands to the hip bones, lift up. And see if you can lower all the way down in between the heels if you'd like, or sitting on the block like we started, guys. I'm drawing my knees a little closer together for this. Hands to the thighs to ground the work you did. Observe. Become the witness. Just notice. Every ounce of you a story, an experience, one worth paying attention to, becoming proud of. As you open the eyes, hands can come forward with me. Let's lift off those hips, cross those shins, and sit back when you're ready. Wonderful practice. Stretch the legs out. Give them a shake if that feels nice today. And let's end. Inhale, arms to the sky. Bring the hands together. Find that Anjali Mudra and pull it into the third eye as you bow to yourself. So the third eye being such a component to the yoga practice itself, and to these deeper, more subtle layers of the self. Our inner wisdom, our inner beauty, our inner knowing, the intuition. Inhale, lift your head. And as you're ready, just start to roll down, coming onto your back. Shake it out. Pull one knee at a time into the chest. Take the leg to the sky. Circle the ankle a few times, just letting go of that standing work we did. And letting this feel easy to end. We're not trying to posture here, but we're just letting the body know that we're thankful for the work it did. And then anything else you need to really release your practice. Maybe both legs come in and you take that nice happy baby and rock side to side. Such a soothing position for the body, for the mind. Maybe you stretch the legs to the side and feel that out. But honestly, just take what you need. Maybe right now, after all that work we did, you just want to rest and be still and receive. And that's what I wanted, a practice so juicy that as you come to lay, you're letting everything go, including the thoughts in the brain. As you soften in, can you just feel your inner light blossoming? Growing, illuminating. Let's take a smooth breath and let it go. Connecting to the self.